Hey y'all, it's Toya Taylor and I'm back with another video. This is another review for Tyler Perry's Zatima Season 2, Episode 2 and 3. And I forgot the title of these episodes, but I will have them down below. So we're just going to hop right into it. Okay, now we left off where Fatima told Zach that he need to get a side chick. And she was approving of the side chick. Matter of fact, she had the side chick right outside. Now, I'm thinking in my head when she said, "Let me go get her out the car." Out the car? Fatima, I thought your car was still underneath the parking deck at work on flat, waiting on Paul to come fix it. So, what's up with that? But, y'all, she went outside to her invisible car and got her side chick up out the car. Now, the whole time Zach thinking that she finna come back in there with some beautiful woman, like he thinking she weedy. Like, Fatima, I can't believe you agreeing to, do some stuff like this. Like, no, he's really basically, he knows Fatima is sus right now. Fatima is suspect right now. Because he can't believe what he's seeing. Until he seen her walk into the damn house, y'all. And throw this man a pocket pussy. Okay. Zach looked at it and said, "What can I do with that? I can't do nothing with that. Why would I F this when I can F you?" So, Fatima was like, "Because I'm tired." That's the point. Like, what part of I have had enough and I need a break from sex for just a little while don't you understand? Y'all, I guess none of it, because Zach told Fatima that she's being unfair. Talking about, like, now since you got me, it's like you not really, you ain't really got to try as hard no more. Like, what? Let me tell you something, Zach. Talking about it's unfair that she don't want to have sex with you on an everyday basis. Let me tell you something. What's unfair is the fact that you expect this girl to have sex with you. Not even on just an everyday basis, but 6 times a day basis. Like, what's unfair is the fact that she have to get off work from working a 9 to 12 hour shift, whatever her schedule's looking like, and she can't even come in and get comfortable first. Soon as she come in, she gotta spread her legs wide and drop it low. And head upstairs to do so. Okay? That's what's unfair. The fact that she can't even come in and soak in a bubble bath and actually relax, get her mind right, pour a glass of wine or whatever she chooses to do before she have to drop it low and spread it wide. Come on, Zach. That's unfair. Soon as Fatima walked through the door, Zach said, "Gone upstairs." Like, what? What is this? No woman wants to feel like an object. And in that case, I might as well go ahead and go and get you an object so that you can wear that, baby, have your way. Okay, and that's what Fatima told him. She was like, "Oh, you want me to go put some warm water in for you?" Because it said that she squirt too. So Zach was like, "Squirt? What's she gonna be squirting?" Fatima said, "Water." Y'all, Zach, he like, that wasn't the side chick that he was excited about. So now, they having dinner. And Zach, he was just basically letting Fatima know how she had been an epic fail this whole entire night. Okay? And I'm just like, honestly, Zach really do need to go and get some help, because the fact that you really think that you can just be humping up on a woman 6 to 7 times a day like that is just not cool. The fact that you even want to wear her vagina out like that. Come on now. Give that girl a break. She's practically begging you for a break, Zach. And it seems like you just can't get it through your head. You don't understand why she needs a break. But you got the nerve to say that the fact that she need a break is unfair. No, the fact that you don't want to give her a break, that's what's unfair. So, moving right along, Fatima had brought up the fact that her tire had went on flat at work. That he felt the type of way because she didn't call him. And of course, any real man would. But I'm thinking in my head, all the money Zach got, like, why don't he have like a personal mechanic on deck, on call, or either hell AAA or do? Like, why Fatima ain't even got AAA to just, come fix the problem real quick. That way she won't even have to mingle with no man for no help. But then when she tell you about it, you still don't like. I feel like, look, this is all I'm saying. If I had been Zach and Fatima was my woman, and I didn't want her in the company of now another man, I don't care what it is, because that's how Zach be acting. Even though that's how Fatima act too. So I'm gonna get on her. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get on her in a minute. But if I didn't want her in the company of no other man, as soon as she told me that, oh, this construction guy is supposed to be putting a new tire on my car tomorrow, I left my car at work. I'd have been on the line right then with my help to go and whoop the woo right quick. Yeah. Put the tire on there. We don't need Paul tomorrow. Tell Paul thank you anyway. You know what I'm saying? But we good. I got this. Like, that's what I was expecting Zach to say. But the fact that Zach, he literally dropped Fatima back off to the car with Paul fixing the tire. Eddie. I'm like, what? Zach, it's not adding up because, I mean, honestly, both of y'all, Zach and Fatima, both of y'all got way too much money to got way too much money for y'all to be even having to have Paul change the tire. That's all I'm saying. Paul shouldn't even have to change the tire. Like, literally. And moving right along from that, because we're going to get back on it whenever the scene comes, but Zach's brother calls. And Zach's brother wants Zach to come to see his mom because his mom want to talk to him. So Zach, he really don't want to talk because he was telling Fatima that his mom did some really bad things to him, basically traumatized him during his childhood and probably his adulthood as well. So he really don't have nothing good to say to his mom, or don't want to be around her, because honestly, before he had money, she didn't want him around. So why want me around now is what Zach was letting Fatima know. So Fatima was telling him that you should still go see your mom either way. And yeah, Fatima told him to go and see his mom, but when he asked about her parents, she didn't want to talk about it. She changed the subject real quick and then told him that I haven't really told my mom about you yet. Like, I haven't really told my parents about you yet because my mom, she like things done a certain way. And, Fatima, she really just don't want to deal with that part of her relationship. Honestly, like, Fatima, I guess Fatima planning on getting married to this man, having a baby and woo-de-woo without even mentioning him to her mom, like hiding him from her mom the whole time. Like, she gonna have to find out about him anyway if y'all trying to take it to that type of level. So in this case, you might as well go ahead and introduce them. But clearly her mama is already on to her anyway, because her mama had gave her a call and was asking her, did she get a package, because she had been sending her a package, and every time she's seen it, it's getting something back to her. So her mama like, is you living with him? Is you living with this man? So Fatima was like, oh, I gotta go, mama, I gotta go. You know, she didn't want to talk about it then. So clearly Fatima, I'm saying the same things they saying. Like, you grown. And honestly, your mama just gonna have to understand what it is and what it ain't. Okay? And that's just how I see it. Now, I do feel like she does deserve the privilege of meeting him simply because that's your mom. Like, she can tell you, you know, she can pinpoint your friends and your boyfriends or whoever better than you can. Okay? Most moms anyway. So, like, I do feel like Fatima mom has the privilege to, she deserved the privilege to meet Zach. So I do understand why she want to meet him. And it does kind of irritate me that Fatima does not want to introduce him simply because of her own, you know, thoughts and things that she's trying to avoid, basically, from her family. Her family's judgment, maybe. Who knows? But either way, like, your mom, she does deserve to know what type of man you're dealing with, because who knows, if anything was to happen to you, not saying like Zach is going to do anything to Fatima, or if Zach is going to let anyone else do anything to Fatima, because I don't believe that'll happen. But I'm just speaking in general. In general. Not even just speaking on the show. But if anything was to happen to you, like if you was put in some kind of harmful situation with this guy, you know, like your mom, I mean, like, it just puts you in a position where, like, if you don't tell anyone, not even just your mom, but if you don't tell anyone, or at least introduce him to anyone, it's going to be kind of hard. Like, let's say if you just go missing, Lord forbid. But it's going to be kind of hard for you to gain your justice, you know, unless they can confiscate your cell phone. But if you're missing, then your cell phone might be missing right along with you. Who knows? But I'm just saying, I be thinking deep into things. So I do feel like it is the safest route to at least introduce your boyfriend to some of your emergency contacts, baby girl. That's all I'm saying. Like, at least one of your emergency contacts. Okay? Because if Angela and Belinda gets the privilege to meet him, come on now. Yeah. So anyways, moving right along. Where we at now? Okay, Zach, he went to go and see his mom. He went on and took Fatima up on that. And his brother as well. And he went on over there to see, you know, see about her. So he walked right past her, and that's when his brother was like, oh, you ain't gonna speak to mama? And so that's when his mama was like, he don't see me. And I'm just like, well, I mean, he probably didn't recognize you. But anyways, she was basically trying to ask Zach for some money. And trying to ask Zach, can he buy his brother a truck? Because his brother trying to start a moving company. And they trying to get ready to put them out from over there. So, in the midst of Zach and his mama talking, his brother over there serving some dope to somebody. So that's when he looked at him, and that's when he told his mama, he was like, see, that's why they trying to put y'all out of here, because y'all doing stuff like this. And so his mama was like, look, we gotta find a way to get by. And that's when his Zach said, I gave y'all money. And she said, you already know I got a problem, Zach. You know I got a problem. You know where that money went. Basically, it went to dope. And I'm pretty sure his brother over there serving his mama dope too. Making the problem even worse. But she told Zach she been taking that methadone, whatever that is. She was like, she been taking that methadone and she's doing better now. But yet and still, she's still trying to ask for money for more dope. But Zach, he didn't fall for that. So she was like, well, I need some groceries. And he said, I'll take you to the grocery store, but I ain't gonna get no money. Yeah. Because I'm not about to feed into you killing yourself. No. I'm not going to support that. So I don't blame Zach for allowing her to come to the grocery store instead of giving her the money. So they got to the grocery store, and Miss Gladys thought she was finna get ready to go in the store by herself, baby. No, this ain't that. Okay. Miss Gladys is ready to take off with that $100 bill. All right. Now, they done made it in the store, and so she talking stuff to Zach, talking about, you ain't gotta follow me around. You ain't gotta follow me around. And Zach was like, come on, Gladys. So clearly, he have said that, his mama wasn't really a mama. So, I mean, I guess that's why he don't call her mama. He called her by her first name, which is Gladys. So, she get in the store. And then shortly after Gladys walks off, here comes this old, back in the day chick that used to fool with Zach. She come rolling up on him. Zachary Taylor? Is that you? Not to mention, he on the phone with Fatima the whole time. And Fatima, I guess she didn't hear the girl in the background. Because she's too busy worrying about, is you okay? Is you okay? This and that, like, pacifying Zach like she always do. Which ain't nothing wrong with being there and supporting your man, but Fatima, like I've already gave my commentary about their chemistry in my sister's reviews, if y'all have checked them out. But Fatima, she really comes off as more as Zach's mom than she do his girlfriend. And that's just what I'm going to say about that, to leave that alone. But anyway, back to the scene. Whole time Fatima on the phone trying to pacify him. That's when Connie, that's her name. Connie, she talking about some Zachary Taylor, is that you? Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? All of this. You used to be crazy about me. Yeah, you couldn't go without Connie. Yeah, and everybody knew you was crazy about me. Yeah. Y'all. So Zach, he's standing there and he was like telling Fatima, look, I gotta go. Signal going bad. Do-do-do-do. And he told her that he loved her. So Connie was like, I remember you used to tell me you love me. How about we get back to that? Like, girl, ain't nobody even seen you in how many years? Like, no, we're not gonna get back to that. I don't even know if that's safe enough to get back to that, okay? Girl. Yeah. So Zach told her, look, I gotta go. He was trying to go catch up with his mama in the store. And so she was talking about, she started talking about something about his juice and balls, y'all. Y'all, I don't understand why every woman that stepped up to Zach has to be written out as a thirsty bride. Like, it's really irking. But he realized that Gladys had got away. Okay, she took the $100 bill and ran. All right, she done took the money and ran. She took the money and ran. So he started throwing the juice inside the buggy. Like, dang, Gladys. His heart broke. He left. And then that's when we see Fatima back at the house. She running bubble bath and everything. And waiting on Zach to come home. Now, I don't know if she running the bubble bath for Zach, because it looked like she was rubbing baby oil on her body like she had already took a bath or a shower. So I'm guessing that the bubble bath was for Zach, and I'm thinking in my head, well, that's the type of shit that Zach needs to be doing, instead of telling her, no, soon as she get off work, haven't even put her briefcase down, and she got to march upstairs just to go spread her legs. and give him some of Roxy. Okay? So I'm like, I get that you a man and you got needs, but I'm a woman with needs as well. Period. And with a woman, come on now, we like to be relaxed after a long day of work. Especially if you're a woman like me, I ain't trying to just as soon as I come through the door, I gotta hop on my knees or hop on my back. Like, dang. Let me get some rest first. Dang. Y'all, let me stop. But anyways, let's get back to this review. Now, where we at? Okay, yeah. Angela calls Fatima to check on Zach, y'all. I'm just like, what about your business? What about Bryce over there? Yeah, why haven't you told him the truth? You can't even keep it real with him. You over there lying to him, talking about, oh, you going out of town, or oh, you gotta rush to the office and all this extra shit you talking about. You don't want to tell him what's real. And I really don't understand it, although he didn't want to tell you what was real. But now since you know that and you not trying to deal with that, I'll be straight up with him. Hell, you trying to get Fatima to be straight up with Zach? You all up in their business, and it seems like you're not handling your own. And that's all I'm saying. So anyways, they on the phone and she's talking about some more shit about Zach. Is he okay and all these. So Fatima had to tell Angela that yeah, he's okay. He was mad about me calling somebody else for help instead of calling him or whatnot. So Fatima really just feeding into Angela basically. Telling Angela all of her business. You know, and Angela, she get to keep all of her business to herself. And then Angela, not only is she gathering up Fatima's business, but she's also going to go spread it over there to Belinda in her ear and her podcast. And we're going to get on that. But, y'all, Angela is a mess. And Fatima, I'm surprised she can't see through her. Like, girl, you seem to be able to see anything else. Like, you can see through anything else. You were so quick to tell Zach not to trust Jake all the time. Like, don't trust Jake, don't trust Jake, don't trust Gary, don't trust Gary. I know. My senses always tells me right. I know. When I know, I know. You was doing all of that up over there on Sisters. But now you over here surrounding yourself with fake ass friends that are not genuinely supportive of you. Come on now. So, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. That was my daughter. So, okay. Where we at now? Okay, yeah, so Fatima had to hang up with Angela because she wasn't talking about nothing no way. And Zach had pulled up and Zach had been sitting outside in his car for a little. Well, that's what she said, but honestly, I had just heard him turn the engine off. But we ain't gonna talk about that though. So, she had rushed outside after seeing Zach been sitting in his car for a little minute. Something gotta be wrong. So she rushed outside. She hung up with her like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And she was like, is you okay, Zach? Are you okay? And Zach, he was like, I'll be in there in a minute. And Fatima was like, no, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna stay right here with you. And he started telling her I'll be in there in a minute. Now, I do appreciate Fatima's support. She's very supportive of Zach, and I do appreciate that. But I probably would have kind of gotten a little irritated had I would have been with a guy and, you know, I pulled up at home, you know, if he's my dude or whatever, and we're living together in the same situation that they are, and I pulled up at home and I got a lot of stuff on my mind and I'm just trying to kind of cry and get it out on my own without taking it into the house. And then he rush outside because he see me, and I mean, dang, I just turned my car off. I ain't been sitting in the car for 5 minutes, but let Fatima tell it. He been sitting out there for a while. I don't know. But either way, had I have been pulled up and he come rushing outside, baby, is you okay? Is you okay? You know, I appreciate that, but after I tell you twice that I'll be in there in a minute, I'll be in there in a minute. You know, like sometimes you gotta deal with stuff on your own. You gotta deal with stuff in the privacy of your tears, and in the privacy of your emotions, in the privacy of your prayers. And it's not nothing against the next person. Like, I do want to receive your support, but just give me a minute, you know? Give me a minute to myself, you know, so that I can get that out the way first. And then I can fall into your open arms. You know what I'm saying? So either way. But now Zach is asking Fatima, do he love her? I mean, do she love him? And so Fatima said, yes, I love you. And so he started explaining to Fatima that his mama, when he was a little boy, he saw his mom giving this trucker oral. Yeah. Saw Miss Gladys giving this trucker man oral sex. And I think he said he was what the age of 5? You know, either way it's traumatizing, but oh my goodness. So, and he started crying and screaming, Mom, like, stop. Like, you know, she still didn't stop. She still, you know, finished it off because his mama, I'm sure she was on dope back then if she was behaving that way. I'm sure she was on dope back then. So she had to get what she had to get, which is not an excuse at all. But it's just very unfortunate that he had to walk up on that and see that. And, you know, it still traumatized him to this day. Like, he still live with that, you know. And it's a trigger for Zach because he was like, my mom left me. She left me, and he was looking for his mom. I left that part out. So he was looking for his mom, and that's how he found his mom giving the trucker oral sex. Because he was walking around looking for her at 5 years old, you know, out there in the middle of the streets, walking around looking for his mom. That's very, very sad. So after he seen that, and he said his mama still didn't stop, even though he was saying, you know, saying mama. And now today in the grocery store, she left me again. So that let us know that that's a trigger for Zach. The fact that his mom left him when he was a child. And then he had to walk up on that after looking for her, after being left by her, and now having to find her. This is how I find you. And then you ignore me just to please this trucker. But, you know, honestly, at the time, I'm sure Zach didn't understand that his mom is sick. Like, his mom is sick. His mom needs real help. Like, she is in deep, deep addiction to these drugs. So, I don't know. I just hope that it is a way that Zach can help her without hurting himself anymore by her, because he have dealt with a lot as it is. So Fatima is holding Zach and telling Zach, look, I'm not gonna leave you. I never leave you. I never do what she did. I love you, Zach, and I'm gonna be here with you until the end. Okay. So y'all, now we do find out that Bryce and Zach, they had their conversation, and after that, Bryce was like, man, why you so mad? It was just a kiss. It ain't like I murdered your mom. Like, what? He did come off like he wanted to get knocked out. So Zach had to hem him up real quick and told him, look, don't you ever say shit about my mama. don't forget, I might not fuck with Gladys, but that's still my mom. You know what I'm saying? So he had to get Bryce right real quick. Because Bryce was in his feelings because he was wondering why Angela was acting funny with him. Because after they had pulled up, after the guy that helped Fatima with the tire, after they pulled up and Zach got out to speak to him or whatever, and Zach was overly jealous. Like, overly jealous. He could not even control it. But I could understand why he felt like dude was, like, out of place. Like, but at the same time, he was only trying to help. And, like I said, although he might have felt like dude was out of place, I don't agree with Zach's aggression or his jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Because it did show insecurities. But when he told Fatima that it ain't no different from the shit that you do with Deja. That's the same shit I was saying. Because Fatima, she act like every time she see Deja, she just lose it. Lose it all the way. Like, she done went over there, done grabbed that girl groceries, done slung the girl groceries up against the wall, bust her wine all up in between her tampons. Y'all, it was a lot. And then the whole time, Zach, he over there talking about something. Well, she might need help. Look at her though. Look at her. That's what triggered Fatima, made her go and grab, like, okay, she need help, I'll go help her. She grabbed the groceries and she threw them up across the house. And I'm like, honestly, Fatima, I get that you frustrated with Asia, but you really need to start getting on Zach ass though. Because he really be a little too friendly when it come down to the Asia. Like, for real though. He be a little way too friendly. Like the way he went over there and picked that girl up. Because she's talking about she need help out her car. Girl, you ain't need no help getting in your car. You drove wherever you needed to go. You got whatever you needed to get. And then you drove back home. Come on now, you fully dressed. Did you need help getting dressed today? I don't think so. So Zach should have known she was full of shit. And he even called it out. Like, you can't hustle me, I'm a hustler. Like, so why are you allowing her to hustle you? Because you're enjoying the hustle. Okay? That's what it is. And y'all, I really don't care what nobody got to say. Because that's just how I see it. Zach have too many times to ignore that girl. And he don't. He don't. He clearly go over there and entertain her. He step over into her grass and entertain it every time. So I do feel like not only do Fatima need to have smoke for Deja, but she also need to have smoke for Zach. Same way I feel about Angela. Not only do she need to have smoke for Belinda, because Angela got the nerve to send Belinda the video of the elevator moment. And y'all, we haven't even talked about the elevator moment yet. On the elevator, Fatima and Paul got stuck. They was conversating for a real long time. And Paul was acting like he wanted Fatima real bad, real bad. Okay? So, next thing you know, he told Fatima, because Fatima was like, ooh, my feet hurt or whatnot. And so, and honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Paul, on the elevator, he was giving, you got a boyfriend, but I really don't care about that though. Because the girl had done already told him that she's engaged. And he's still like trying to push up. And even when that didn't work, he was like, but can we just be friends? No. And I'm glad Fatima wasn't that green. I'm glad she was able to see through that. At least. Because no, you ain't trying to be my friend. You're trying to compete with my fiance so that you can be my fiance. Okay, soon to be husband. That's what you're trying to do. And ain't no telling what Paul already got up his sleeve. Because like I said in my last review, it's mighty funny that he already knew her name. As if he done already screened her. Okay. So, I can understand why Zach, kind of confused by this. So whenever the elevator finally had came back, when the power came back to the elevator after it broke down, next thing you know, it rocked a little bit, and as it was rocking, the door had opened, and when it opened, here comes Zach. And what he see was Fatima fall into Paul's arms because when the elevator rocked, she kind of fell, and she had already took her heels off because she said that her feet was hurting. So it looked like when Paul was catching her up to pull her up, it looked like Fatima was coming up off her knees. So y'all know Zach wasn't having it. Okay. Zach got up in the elevator, he did the fool. And him and Fatima, they, like I said in my sister's review, their communication level is all the way off. And that's exactly why they get into these spats like this. That makes them seem real childish. They come off really, really childish whenever they get into these spats. Because they don't communicate well at all. Which is another thing that they need to work on. Like, I was glad when Fatima told him that, look, you really need to go talk to somebody because how are we going to be great? How are we going to get married and have a family? How are we going to be healthy for real? Yeah. Because ever since this Zatima stuff started, a lot of people look at this as relationship goals when this is unhealthy. And I'm glad she even said it for herself. So, either way. In the elevator, y'all, it went down in the elevator. And I'm not talking about Jay-Z and Solange. Okay? It went down in the elevator, y'all. So, first, Paul had done hemmed up Zach. And so Zach played it off like everything was all good. Like he calmed down and everything. That's when he was like, well, let me properly reintroduce myself. I'm Paul. Nice to meet you. Zach said, I'm Zach. Nice to meet you. Bow. Zach headbutted the hell out of Paul, and Paul fell straight to the floor. Fatima was like, Zach! Zach said, yeah. How about that, you trained mother? Because Paul had to let Zach know that he was in combat. So, he used to fight in the war. And, Fatima, we find out that her daddy did the same. But anyway, it seems like Fatima and Paul have good chemistry, I must say. It does seem like Paul is a very smooth, wise guy. But you never know, because lately side-eyeing the hell out of all these Tyler Perry characters. Especially over there on Sisters. Okay? Because they might slide through real smooth. But then they gonna slide out rocky as hell. For real. It's gonna wind up being rocky as hell. That's just how it be. So anyway, now we after that, the video surfaced. I don't understand how Angela got the video. I guess I don't know how she got the elevator video, honestly. But she got the elevator video. Okay? And so when she was over there talking to Belinda, telling Belinda all Fatima and Zach business, like, why is you talking to the girl about Fatima? She clearly just tried to screw on Fatima's man. And then Fatima damn near bust a cap in her ass. And you over there talking to her about Fatima as if her and Fatima still friends. Girl, you messy as hell. And you know what you're doing. And it makes me question you, Angela, because why are you even still hanging her out with Belinda if you know that she's shiesty the way she is, the way she tried to slither through her friendship with Fatima just to get at her man with her snake ass. You know that she's a snake ass bitch, but yet and still you want to be friends with her. And then you going over there still bringing up Fatima, and I ain't talking about Fatima and everything that her and Zach going through. Girl, stop. You know what you're doing. You know you is being messy as hell. You know that already, Angela, and that's why I don't like you. Because you try to make it seem like, oh, I wasn't trying to be messy. I didn't know she was going to do that. I was just, girl, stop. You like to dismantle some shit. You love it. You love to see the shit go up in flames. That's why you stood back and you watched Zach and Fatima go at it the way they did in that, underneath that parking deck, right along with Paul. After Paul walked off, he told Fatima, man, fuck that dude. And that's when Angela said, you know what? Yeah, I'm on my way to work. I'll see you later, girl. You should have been left. And then that's when Fatima had to let you know, yo, after she stepped back off the elevator, you started back trying to get in her business, and Fatima told you look like you got bigger problems in front of you because there come Bryce walking up. Clearly. I've been said this. Girl, focus on that. You ready to go talk about her to Belinda. And then Fatima had even told you that she suspect Belinda to be the one that put her tire on flag. So what make you think y'all still friends talking about over there telling Belinda, y'all gonna be alright? Y'all gonna be alright? Girl, no, we not. And you go, Angela, well, don't act like you wasn't just trying to screw her man, so you're the reason for it. But that's still your girl, that's still your friend, like you still rocking. Girl, stop. Yo, Angela need to go. She need to go. So, yeah, I feel like with Fatima, she need to not only read Belinda down for this damn video, but she also need to check the hell out of Angela. And if I was her, I would have checked the hell out of Angela first. When she had told me about the video, talking about some, well, it's a video. After listening to Fatima tell her what happened in the elevator. And so Fatima was like, why are you making them faces like you already know something? And so Angela was like, well, it's a video surfacing. Acting like she don't know how the video done surface. Bitch, you behind the video that done surfaced. The same way you was behind that damn picture over there on Sisters. The same picture that surfaced. With Karen and Zach. With your messy ass. I can't stand Angela. Now, anyways, y'all. I think I got everything. Other than whatever I left out, I'll put it in the next review. Because I did want to talk about Zach ain't shit ass friends. But this review done got too long already. So I'm going to hang it up right here. And I will be back with more. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.